It is that time for my response to a tweet. And today's tweet says, America needs a new toughness, and Trump has it, not Hillary. Get on board the solution, not the problem. America needs a new toughness, and Trump has it, not Hillary. Get on board the solution, not the problem. Wow. When I hear Trump and tough put together, it just really kind of confirms the liberal wussification of our nation. No wonder our men are having a hard time understanding what manhood truly is, if Trump represents toughness. But here's how I'm gonna respond to this tweet. Our ancestors, our founding fathers, are Americans that have overcome a lot of things. Our Martin Luther Kings, our Harriet Tubmans, our George Washingtons, our founding fathers, those kind of people, to me, they were tough. When I'm listening to Donald Trump complain and whine and bitch and moan about a rigged system, I always just think of, say for instance, Martin Luther King. You would never hear Martin Luther King talk about a rigged system when it comes to what he was trying to accomplish. Martin Luther King was tough. And if Donald Trump is going to represent this new toughness, he is no Martin Luther King. This Martin Luther King overcame a rigged system by doing something about it, not complaining and whining about it. The American dream, Martin Luther King's dream, when I'm looking at the choices that we have as President of the United States, Donald Trump and Hillary Clinton, the ones the media wants to keep out there, not only do I see Martin Luther King's dream and the American dream gone, I also get pissed off at the ones who endorse these people, the one who's protected these people. One, Herman Cain needs to shut the hell up. I heard this guy today. I heard him call the guy that wants to run as an independent. I heard him call him a loser. Herman Cain, how in the hell can you, of all people, call somebody a loser? You haven't won anything. I don't know how you get the credibility to tell people who can qualify for president when your adulterous ass quit. You're a quitter. How do you people get this guy any kind of credibility on telling somebody how to win when he can't even tell himself how to win? Baffling to me. And you endorse this guy. The whiner, the complainer. You explain his policies better than he can, and you're a loser. Without you, Trump is nobody. Without Rush Limbaugh's, Trump is nobody. He's a liberal, rich, billionaire, spoiled brat. Continually to buy off politicians, continually trying to take people's property, continually swindling and conning people in bogus universities, filing bankruptcy, stiffing Americans, hiring illegals, hiring foreigners before he hires Americans. He would be nothing if it wasn't propped up by you conservative media jackasses. Period. He's not tough. Martin Luther King was tough. Our founding fathers that escaped slavery was tough. The black people that escaped slavery and created educational systems and subdivisions and economic policies and plans, they were tough. That mother sitting at home wondering how she's going to make ends meet and her children don't even know how difficult it is. She's tough. That father raising his children all by himself, don't know how to braid hair, but he's going to make sure his daughter's hair is done. He's tough. That young man walking by a gang and not joining in, risking getting beat up because some criminal element wants to have some gang mentality, that kid's tough. That homeless child out underneath the bridge that's going to school and nobody in the school knows that that baby is homeless, they're tough. The people in America that has to listen to bull crap like Donald Trump and Hillary Clinton and seeing our country going down the drain and still keeping their heads up, they're tough. Those Christians, they have some kind of people walking in there trying to set them up so they can get sued for being a Christian. Some homosexual coming in there doing some kind of flim-flam to try to set them up because they have morals and values and they're risking losing their business. They're tough. Those conservative groups that established their 501c3s as 501c4s when the liberals was trying to make sure that they didn't have a voice, they're tough. Not people complaining about a rigged system when you're the one who's funding the opposition. You're the one who had funded the rigged system. You're not tough. You are the reason why our ancestors and our founding fathers' dreams and graves are being trampled on like some kind of unpatriotic Pokemon Go game is playing. You're not tough. You're not the solution. America has always been great. You're the buffoon that thinks that it's not. And all the Trump-tards that follow your ridiculous orange self, they're the ones that's making this thing seem impossible. Phil Williams, I'm tough. I come on here every day trying to encourage our fellow Americans. We don't have to vote for evil. You know that guy that died on the silly cross to you, orange boy? He's tough. Because he'll even forgive your ungrateful self. You know who's tough? That homosexual that's now going to have a radical Islamic predator coming after him, and they're going to have to make a decision to now vote conservatism and vote against the liberals that talked them into being prey. That homosexual is tough. Thanks to you, Donald Trump, and the person you support through Hillary Clinton and all these liberal policies. That homosexual is about to find out how tough they are. You know who else is going to find out how tough they are? This black community that's ripping and running up and down the street keep voting for their own demise. Because the very same people they're voting for, the Democrats, the liberals, are the ones that's making this justice system unfair to them. They're going to have to make a decision to stop being criminals and subjecting themselves to the justice system. They're going to have to make a decision to stop wanting to be just on their butts playing video games and get out there and work like their ancestors did, their tough ancestors did. They're going to have to make a decision over these next 4 years to vote conservatism. And that's going to make them tough. We are looking at an election where Martin Luther King's dream of judging a person by the content of their character versus the color of their skin. We are looking at an election where that is being slapped in the face and supported by people who know better. We got blacks running around, black, I'm black, I'm black. Black lives matter, black, black. It's racist to say all lives matter. Man, to overcome that is going to take a tough person. To overcome ridiculousness makes you tough. to not go with the popular crowd that's protesting and picketing because some criminal doesn't want to be arrested. Because he wants to be a sinner, and you can't even see that the wages of sin is death. It's going to take that kind of tough person. And I believe they're out there. It's just that they don't get to hear it because all they get to hear is you whining and sniveling about Hillary, the person that you created, the one that you helped elevate. And then get to hear a bunch of sellout hustleteers in the media continue to prop your ridiculous behind up and make you like some kind of god. And at the same time, these very same people suppress the God that we need to know. You ain't tough, man. You know who's tough? The American people. We just got hoodwinked into not understanding it. Look back at our history. Look at the people that had the same skin color as you and see how much they wasn't tripping on skin color and accomplishing things in a system that was rigged. But they overcame it with action, perseverance, faith in Jesus Christ, and understanding the thing that's inside of them. And their outcomes made them tough. Man, I'm Phil Williams. America is tough. Americans, you're tough. If you get back to we the people of the Constitution, you will see how tough we are. Not them, the government, because them jokers make us weak like some punks. We're tough. The American people together, we're tough. Hey, that's my response to a tweet on the Phil Williams Show.